welcome to my video. This is my student profile. Today we are going to learn about the sound of music topic of class 9th BE. My name is Abujad Ansari. I am student of class 9th of JNV Ahmedabad. This chapter have two parts. First part 1. This part of the story is about a Scottish girl named Evelyn. She was very fond of music. She lost her hearing power at a young age. It was first noticed when she was 8 years old. By 11 years, she was completely deaf due to nerve damage. Evelyn Glennie didn't give up hope and never looked back. She was determined to lead a normal life and pursue her interest in music. Once she saw a girl playing xylophone and decided to play it. Most of the teachers discouraged her, but percussionist Ron Forbes encouraged her. He made her learn music by making her feel different notes in her body. This is the picture of Evelyn Glennie. The rest was sheer determination and hard work. She traveled the United Kingdom with a youth orchestra, and by the time she was 16, she had decided to make music her life. She auditioned for the Royal Academy of Music and scored one of the highest marks in the history of Academy. She gradually left orchestral work and started giving solo performances. At the end of her 3 years course, she had received most of the top awards. She explains that music flows through every part of her body. It tingles in the skin, her cheekbones, and even in her hair also. When she plays the xylophone, she can sense the sound passing up the stick into her fingertips. By leaning against the drums, she can feel the resonant sounds following into her body. On a wooded platform, she removes her shoes so that the vibration passes through her bare feet and up her legs. Evelyn is a perfect example that disability cannot stop a person to achieve if she is determined and works hard towards it. She earned many awards. She had given enormous pleasure to millions. A musical instrument called pungi was banned by Emperor Aurangzeb for its still unpleasant sound. Now we are reached to the second part of this chapter, so let's start. It was perfected by a barber who belonged to a family of professional musicians. He played it in the chamber of the king. Its sound was appreciated by the emperor. Since it was born in Shah's chamber and perfected by a knight, it was named Shehnai. You can see over here its picture. In the beginning, it was played in the temples before the images of gods and goddesses. It was played on every occasions too. Gradually, it became popular. You can see over here the picture of Bismillah Khan. Ustad Bismillah Khan belonged to the Banaras Gharana. He was born in 1916 at Dumrao in Bihar. As a 5-year-old boy, he would play gilli danda near a pond. He used to visit Bihariji temple and sing Bhojpuri Chaita there. He would earn a big laddu from a local Maharaja as a prize. At the age of 6, he moved to Banaras. His uncle Ali Bakhsh introduced him to the nuisance of playing Shehnai. He was deeply devoted to music. He used to spend most of his time practicing on the bank of the river Ganga. The themes of his music are deeply affected by the flowing water of the Ganga. He got the Best Performer award at the All India Music Conference in Allahabad in 1930. In 1937, he bagged 3 medals at a music conference in Calcutta. He was invited by Pandit Nehru to play the Sahnai from the ramparts of Delhi Red Fort in 1947. He won many international awards as well. He loved Banaras and Dumrao. He declined an offer from one of his students to settle in the United States. He ventured in films too. He gave his music in 2 movies, but the artificial world of cinema could not attract him. For him, music is God, music is soul. Here the chapter is end. Thanks for watching my project.